Hidden gems around Seattle we're pretty sure you've never visited. Number 1. Smith Tower. One of Seattle's most iconic landmarks, the Space Needle, gets all the buzz for its spectacular views, and they are indeed amazing. But it's not the only building in town that offers a bird's-eye view of the city and the surrounding areas. Originally the tallest building in Seattle, circa 1914, the historic Smith Tower offers 360-degree views of downtown Seattle, Space Needle, stadiums, and the waterfront. Pop into one of the brass Otis elevators and ride up to the 35th floor observatory and soak in the views from the open-air birdcage, which wraps around the building. Be sure to stop in the newly opened speakeasy-style bar, Observation Bar, for happy hour. Bask in the elegantly decorated room, filled with rich wood and detailed ceiling tiles as you sip handcrafted cocktails and nosh on king salmon poke, bacon popcorn, and other shareable plates full of heavenly goodness. Number 2. Georgetown Trailer Park Mall. This artistic little shopping area is something you won't want to pass by. Built in 2010 and nestled among the industrial atmosphere of Georgetown, this teeny retail oasis is home to vintage travel trailers that house independent shops filled with local artsy items. Here you'll find eclectic goodies such as planters, jewelry, ceramics, art, vintage clothing, vinyl records, and home decor. And come hungry! The super scrumptious Lowrider Baking Company has mouth-watering homemade cookies for purchase. The Trailer Park Mall is a peculiar, yet totally adorable, spot you'll be glad you stumbled upon. Number 3. The Shakespeare Garden. This place is downright poetic. This darling garden, located in front of the Fine Arts Building at Seattle University, is a living tribute to the many references made to herbs, flowers, and plants within Shakespeare's most famous works. Swing by to see the beauty of lavender, rosemary, thyme, roses, and lilies when they're in bloom. It's the perfect secret garden to take in some rays and the words of the bard, where we know parting will be such sweet sorrow. Number 4. Montlake Spite House. Have you ever heard of a spite house? This quirky term refers to a home that is constructed for the sole purpose of irritating one's neighbors. And guess who has one? Yep, Seattle has its very own, the Montlake Spite House. Built in 1925, this odd, tiny home is shaped like a pie. The front is about 15 feet wide and it tapers to a mere 55 inches in the back. While we know when it was built, the story behind its construction varies. One local legend says that the landowner built it after being insulted by a low-ball offer for his land from his next-door neighbor. But it's also been circulated that it was built by a vengeful divorcee who was awarded the small front yard of the home she once shared with her ex. Story has it she built a house on her tiny parcel out of, you called it, spite. Plan a visit to check out this skinny, iconic domicile for yourself. Number 5. Wedgwood Duck House. This hidden gem will quack you up. Head to the Wedgwood neighborhood to visit the abode locally known as the Wedgwood Duck House. Approximately every month, the owners of the house, Robert and LaFay, arrange rubber duckies in the most elaborate formations in their yard. The kiddos will surely get a kick out of their fabulous designs. What started as one lone duck Easter decoration has now hatched into more than 1,000 duck donations from all over the world that this imaginative couple uses to build the most creative designs. Psst. While you're in the area, you might as well stop by the Wedgwood Rock, too. It is a 19-foot, 700-ton, 14,000-year-old gneiss rock in Ravenna that was left over by glacial drift during the last ice age. Go check that huge sucker out, and have a picnic while you're there, too. Number 6. West Seattle Bee Garden. Another West Seattle hidden gem. Located in the High Point neighborhood, inside the Commons Park Pea Patch, make a beeline to the West Seattle Bee Garden, an educational spot where you can have a close encounter with your favorite honeymakers. The bees are viewed in their natural habitat from behind clear plexiglass walls of an adorable enclosure. Take a self-guided tour of the garden, and don't forget to read the posted signs to learn a few new tidbits about these little stingers while you are there. Number 7. 4th and Madison Building. This 40-story building in the middle of downtown Seattle hardly seems to be a hidden, towny treasure, but it's the 7th-floor rooftop that sets this building apart from the surrounding high-rises. On this clandestine rooftop sits a secret public garden. This low-key, yet lush retreat is perfect for checking out the views of downtown and taking a gander at Puget Sound. If you and your fam are in the area, it's a great insider spot to relax and soak in the jewels of the city. Number 8. Orient Express Restaurant. Just when you thought the days of traveling by train and eating in a dining car have been rendered archaic, in comes a little-known Seattle fave you and your little engineers will go locomotive over. Located just south of downtown is the Orient Express Restaurant. This unique eatery is housed in 7 railroad cars, including one car that was the private travel car of President Franklin D. Roosevelt during his presidential campaign of 1944. OG fixtures, decor and photographs still fill the restaurant, so it provides a fun slice of history as well. The cuisine certainly adds to the unusual charm, too. They serve up Chinese and Thai dishes, because what else would you serve in an old-timey train car? It's definitely a legit Seattle original. Number 9. Beacon Hill Food Forest. The Beacon Hill Food Forest is a community-led urban garden located in the heart of Seattle. It features a 2-acre edible food farm where visitors can walk, sample berries, or get their hands dirty. You can volunteer for the food forest, take a class to sharpen your gardening skills, or rent a plot and grow your own fruits and veggies. Number 10. Join in on Seattle's coffee culture. Enjoy a different sort of sightseeing as you explore the evolving coffee culture of Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood. Put your tour guide's local knowledge to use and take in the history, roasting processes and distinctive specialty drinks behind each order at the seemingly never-ending string of trendy cafes, artisanal Java stands, and indie coffee shops. Sip on infused coffee or try something brand new, like a dreamy espresso created exclusively in town. The options are endless as you discover that there is much more to Pacific Northwest coffee than just getting through your day. Number 11. At glistening lights at the T-Mobile Park. Nestled in the SoDo district of downtown Seattle, T-Mobile Park is the coveted home of the city's beloved baseball team, the Seattle Mariners. While the MLB season typically runs from March through to September, the 47,943-seat venue also hosts festivals and big-name concerts throughout the year. Number 12. Beneath the Streets. You've seen the ever-bustling streets of Pioneer Square, but did you know there's a whole, less active, city below? See the roots of the Seattle as you trek through the catacomb-like maze of the Seattle Underground on a Beneath the Streets tour. Explore a network of storefronts, sidewalks and basements that were once the hub of the city, but became buried underground when Seattle rebuilt on top of the original city after the Great Seattle Fire. Not only will you leave with a greater appreciation of the city and armed with a few stories of the city's interesting and colorful past, but you'll also discover the purpose of those purple glass squares embedded into Seattle's sidewalks.